According to the...
All right, got it. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. It's 2022, a very, very strange and bizarre start to the year, but I do hope everyone is managed to catch up with loved ones and friends over the summer period, and that you're feeling restful and relaxed, maybe a little bit anxious as we all are, just not really understanding what this year is presenting. But we're not here to talk about any of that because you have rocked up to Silicon Beach, Australia's virtual pitch night, and it's so exciting and so good to be back. So my name is Karen Finch. Hello, I'm your MC tonight. A bit about me. So I'm the CEO and founder of Legally Yours, which is Australia's leading legal marketplace that connects individuals and SMEs and startups with fixed fee lawyers across Australia. So think legal services and all without the bill shock. I'm also the leader of the Women of Australian Legal Tech Association, and I'm also the director of a new telehealth for video legal connection platform called ProHelp Legal Australia. So if you're thinking legal services, please reach out and I'd love to help you out. So in the spirit of reconciliation and on behalf of Silicon Beach, Australia, I'd like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land that I'm standing on here today, which is the Bunurong Bunrawong and the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung peoples of the Eastern Kulin Nation. And I pay respect to their elders, past, present and emerging, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who may be joining us here today. So before we get into the proceedings, I'd like to start by just actually stating what the primary mission of the Silicon Beach Australia Group is, and it's to empower founders. As such, the vision is to create an environment where founders can feel supported, educated and empowered to fulfill their startup vision and values. And tonight is all about providing a platform for founders and startup owners to feel really supported, comfortable, open and connected. And our audience plays such a big role in that. So we're looking forward to hearing you on the chat and your questions and your constructive feedback and your, cheering on. We really need that, lots of cheer scrolling. So a little bit to our housekeeping. So obviously you will see that we are recording tonight and we're going live on Facebook. So hello to anyone out there that is watching us on Facebook. We do ask if you're not speaking to put yourself on mute so that we don't have any extra audio noises. As I mentioned before, we really encourage everyone to use the chat, ask questions. Obviously, we have our judges tonight who will be asking questions and feedback officially, but our pitchers love hearing from you. Make sure that you reach out, connect with them and introduce yourselves in the chat too. We'd love to know who you are, where you're from. And so we love reading all that chat coming through. So make sure you do it. And then finally, we're going to take a little photo because this is what we like to do. So if you're happy to have your camera on, please turn it on now. You can do a funny face or you can do a nice smile. I'll try not to look maniacal. As I sometimes do, I just give everyone a couple of minutes to turn their camera, or a couple of seconds, sorry, I should say. All right, we are going to have a smile. 3, 2, 1, say pitching. And I didn't even say pinching, that's hilarious. Okay, thanks everyone for allowing me to do that, I appreciate it. All right, so before I introduce our judges and also we can hear a little bit about the prizes that are up for grabs tonight, which are really exciting. I'm going to hand it over to David, who is our fearless leader of the Silicon Beach Australia Group, to say a few words on the sponsors. David, over to you.
Thank you so much, Karen. And it's so amazing and feels good to be back here at the Silicon Beach Pitch Night in 2022. Hello and welcome, everyone, and welcome to our judges. If you haven't been to one of our pitch nights, it's an awesome event and everyone is welcome to get onto stage for 90 seconds. And nothing what we do here would be possible without the ongoing support, not just of our awesome MC, Karen Finch, but also other other sponsors that are supporting us in the background, which is David Heasley from Heasley Lawyers, Shalene David from CFO Works, and Ayanto from the Carrot Cake Studio, who built our new website for us. If you haven't been there, you missed out so far. So many thanks to the sponsors, and many thanks to our volunteers as well that are helping us to keep Silicon Beach running and making it a profitable non-for-profit business this year. And we have 3 new volunteers joining us over the last 2 months, which is Michelle, who is helping us with marketing, content and communication. We have Grish, who is helping us with content and copywriting, and Erman, who is helping us with business systems and automation. I want to give them a warm welcome to the community, to Silicon Beach. I'm so grateful to have them on board and helping us with growing Silicon Beach into Australia's startup community #1. If you want to get involved as a sponsor or a volunteer, please hit me up via email or via LinkedIn. I will post my contact details in the chat. And now I hand back over to Keryn to get the show started.
Thanks so much, David. We're like a well-oiled machine now, aren't we? There we go. I love it. And yes, please do volunteer. We are all volunteers here at Silicon Beach, Australia, myself included. It's been one of the best things to be involved with the group. I've been doing it now for, I think, maybe 3 or 4 years. I think I've been involved and love it. The people that you meet, the energy, what you get to learn, just fantastic. So please do reach out to David. Okay. Now, it's my great pleasure to introduce our judges, and I'm very excited, and they'll announce their prizes that we've got up for grabs tonight. So judge number 1, we have the incredible Junie from Propel Innovations. So Junie is the founder of Propel Innovations, which she launched in 2020. Junie has a diverse professional background, having worked in banking, education, hospitality, and not-for-profits in Canada, India, Mexico, China, and Australia. That's a lot of places. Her passion for innovation, entrepreneurship, strategy, and technology is the driving force behind Propel Innovations. Propel Innovations won Silicon Beach's November pitch night, which you may recognise Junie from, in front of a large tech startup community. And Propel Innovations is a UX, or a user experience service in the design and development industry to propel SMEs and startups to take the guesswork out of people's enjoyment of their website and mobile application and build a successful business that customers want to come back to. Junie, we are so excited to have you on our judging panel tonight. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Keryn. Thanks a lot for having me. Thanks, David, and Silicon Beach community. It's a really great event. I've done it as well, pitched in 90 seconds, and it's fantastic that you're all here just pitching your idea. So for whoever wins, I'll be giving you a 90-minute workshop around understanding how you can engage your users so that you could actually design with them and design a product from the start with them, in order to actually make sure that your business is successful. And that is actually quite powerful when you engage your users from the start. So good luck.
Incredible prize. Thank you so much, Judy. I love it. Okay, on to our next judge this evening. We have Alexander Loretti from the Sydney Angels and LMS Advisory. Alexander is the principal partner of LMS Advisory, which is a multidisciplinary accounting practice based in Sydney, Australia, which offers tax and business services, consulting, financial planning, and bookkeeping services. Alexander describes himself as an accountant, investor, trusted advisor, perpetual learner, and serial entrepreneur. And in 2020, he entered the world of angel investing, making investments in Australian and overseas companies which are technology-based and which can bring Australian tech to the world or bring leading-edge tech home to Australia. I absolutely love that. Alexander, hello, welcome, and please let everyone know your prize.
Thanks very much, Keryn. Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. This is my first time joining the judging panel, but I've, as Keryn mentioned, been angel investing for a little while, and I just want to put out to all of you guys, remember, don't be nervous and just speak from the heart, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what you guys have to offer tonight. My prize that I'm putting up is the opportunity for the winning person that I select that I find the most intriguing in terms of ideas to work with me later on to either work on refining a business plan or to work on a pitch deck, a formal pitch deck for their business. I found over my years working with businesses that having a good business plan from the outset can really help form a strategy that can take you from the very initial stages of your business all the way through to fulfilling its potential. So yeah, I'm looking forward to offering that prize to one of you here tonight.
Got an incredible prize and so valuable. So thank you so much, Alexander. That's going to be one lucky picture that gets that prize. Thank you. Okay, and to our final, last but certainly not least judge, we have Gautam Bandari from the Founders Book. So Gautam is the founder maker of Founders Book, the world's largest library of tools and resources for first-time founders and early-stage startups, supporting their venture building at all stages. Gautam is also an ex-international student, first-generation migrant, solopreneur, and non-tech founder. Gautam is very passionate about no code, he wrote that in capitals too, and supporting founders get to market and validate at incredible speeds. Gautam, we are so excited to have you. Please unmute, say hello, and let us know what your incredible prize is for one lucky picture this evening.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, David, for having me. And guys, everybody, this is the best founder-friendly community you can ever pitch to. no stress, nothing. David's amazing. The community is amazing. And my present for people who win today is free access, lifetime free access to Founders Book on the newly launched Startup OS. Yeah.
I love it. And that was lifetime access. Pretty incredible. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much. We're so excited to have you all here. All right, let's get this party started. So before we announce our first picture, I'd like to talk a little bit about what the format's going to be and how it all works. So for those of you who haven't attended one of our pitch nights before, each picture has 90 seconds. That's 90 seconds, 1 minute 30, not 1 hour 30, which I'll let David Hauser did the other day at a pitch. I've outed you. What you'll do is you'll actually see a representation of a bell on Jeanette Torrell's. There you go. Thank you so much, Jeanette. That's sort of letting you know that your 90 seconds is up. So we would really appreciate it if you could wrap it up. You will get the chance with the judges' feedback afterwards, which will go for less than 5 minutes. They'll ask you some questions so you can provide a bit more information there. Also, after the register pitches have concluded, if we do have time, which I don't think we will, I just put everyone on notice that we may sort of call for some impromptu pitches, but let's see how we go. But I think let's get it started. David, what do you think? Big thumbs up. Should we welcome our very first pitcher? Okay, so we have Keryn Jensen from REsupix. Keryn, are you there? Hello. Oh gosh, you look gorgeous in pink. I can see you. Say hello. Now let us know when you're ready and we will start the clock. So you just say, let's go, and we'll get that clock started. Good luck.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, great. Hi, I'm Keryn Jensen and I'm one of the co-founders of REsupix. REsupix is a mobile app that we created to revolutionise the traditional resume for young people by transforming it into a live visual digital passport. As an employer of youth myself, I know that at best a resume is an embellishment and at worst a lie. But we all know that a picture tells 1,000 words, and the REsupix platform basically encourages users to upload their own images, videos and captions to showcase who they really are. A video intro is key to that part of the profile, and all of that is in your back pocket and it's on your phone. Employers get to see the authentic person, their prospective candidate, and that should result in a better cultural fit for their business. To this end, we've also created Picture Job, which is an employer marketplace where companies can advertise their businesses, products and services in the same way as REsupix, using videos and images to portray themselves as well as their jobs. Since our launch, we've been visiting schools in Sydney, and we've done a little mini advertising campaign, and so far we've got 4,500 live digital profiles on the platform. We've successfully received an MVP grant from New South Wales Treasury, and we're in the process of pitching to the Department of Education to roll out REsupix as part of their learner profile initiative to senior school students. So we're open to seeking investment from strategic partners who share our desire to help young people to get ahead into the workforce and grow our platform. So thank you for listening, and if you'd like to, please get in touch. Thanks.
Incredible. Thank you so much, Keryn. What a way to start our pitch night tonight. Absolutely fantastic. Well done. Yeah, getting some well-deserved Zoom applause there. All right, judges, I am going to hand over to you for some comments. So who would like to go first? Who would like
I'll go first.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Alexander, I've called you.
Cheers. Awesome. Thank you very much for that, Keryn. I've been through the employment process many times, and I can say that reading the resume tells you little to nothing about the actual candidate until you actually meet them. So I think that it's wonderful what you're doing. I have two questions for you. One, from the space that I'm in, generally we find that resumes are sent around through recruiters. So my question to you is, do you see recruiters adopting this or finding this, attractive to them, or do you see it being an issue for them potentially that could cut them out? And secondly, you mentioned that you were seeking investment. Did you have a number in mind?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, look, We know that it's going to be really interesting for employers in terms of how they use this tool. And I know that from the employers that we've spoken to, that they love the video intro and they love the authenticity of being able to see a profile, because most employers of youth will actually troll through somebody's social media before they recruit them, or potentially even interview them. I don't think it's going to cut out. I think it's going to be a challenge. And I think that they really need to step up and start to embrace something like this that's, you know, that is revolutionary for the recruitment industry. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see, but it's sort of exciting just to shake something up like that. In terms of investment, look, it really depends on what the, you know, what it is and who brings it to the table, and what value that they're adding with that. So we're just open to talk to people at this stage. So I haven't got a particular number because I think it depends on, you know, what else sort of goes with that. So but open to have any discussions with anybody, really. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Gotham, over to you, and then I'll head on to Junie for final comments.
Well, Kevin, congrats. All the best for all the traction you've received. I've got a couple of questions. My first question on Alexander, first question, same. The second question would be, can your platform integrate with the existing applicant tracking system so that it can transcribe of the video text into textual format? So it would be easy for the applicant tracking system to actually scan through, because most of the tracking systems, they can't transcribe videos into text.
Yeah, that's true. So it does have the ability to, you can put captions in to I mean, it's just basically like Instagram. So there are captions there. So an ATS will be able to scan those, definitely. Not sure whether or not all ATSs will be able to scan through to translate a video intro into words, but that's something that we can adapt if we need to. Yeah.
Great. Thank you for that additional information. And Junie, over to you for final comments or thoughts or questions.
Yeah, awesome, Keryn. I think it's a really cool idea. I used to work in the youth space and youth in employment, so I definitely think it's a good way to start. I think I have two questions. One is around you mentioned, you know, that young people can actually be authentic in their videos, and you made the link around you know, recruiters or employers will often just go onto their social media and sort of look who they are. How is there some sort of criteria in terms of what young people should be putting into their videos, or?
Yeah, so yeah, thanks for that question. Yeah, so we actually have predefined categories that we're encouraging people to put videos or images into, and we explain what they are, and so the types of things that they should put in there. We have some examples, and then we're trying to educate them as part of the process of creating a profile of the sorts of things that you would put in there and what an employer would want to see. What does an employer want to hear in a video intro, and what do they want to see in terms of your skills, experiences, education, goals, and interests. They're the categories that we've predefined in the profile.
Fantastic. Questions answered? Awesome. Well done. Thank you, judges, for those extra additional questions. Keryn, thank you. You can sit back and relax. Please, we've got your details in there, your company details. Please share any other information that people can contact you. And please, audience, chat away with Keryn while we head on to our next picture for this evening. Okay, so I would like to call Fawaz Ateem. Are you there? Unmute and say hello so we can check your audio.
Hello.
Oh, hello. Yes, we can hear you. Hello. Okay, let us know when you're ready, and over to you for your pitch tonight.
Okay, hello. I am Fawaz from Architecture. As you may be aware, social media has been a life-changing solution over the last 20 years. Currently, social media is becoming ever more toxic with many harmful side effects, and the technology is falling behind, similar to the days of MySpace and High Five and the days when Facebook first appeared. So we introduced a new platform called illFact. It's a decentralized social media platform built on blockchain, which reward users for creating content and introducing them to their community. The plan is to become the leading social media platform on Web3 and also to build blockchain technology that users are able to reward each other, and also a token to stimulate socialization in the community. So the whole idea is that users will be able to create private and public tables. In private tables, they will be able to maintain and discuss all topics with their friends, and public tables is to generate discussions and gain traction with the community about social topics and social issues. All tables are time limited. The team is currently working on integrating the blockchain and also launching the illFact currency. Another aspect of our platform is called BlockXD, which is an API platform where users are able to verify their identity, similar to having a driver's license. So that means the API will be used by all businesses in the online ecosystem to verify their users and to make sure that they are a credible human being, and also that will enable people to not worry about passwords and be able to access any service online. And that's the whole idea about BlockXD and illFact, and I'm open for any questions. Thank you.
Well done. Thank you very much. Love it. Thank you. Okay, over to our judges for extra questions. Ginny, I think you had unmuted first. Would you like to go first?
Yeah, hi. Hey, well done. I think it's really cool that you're using blockchain Web3 for that. Where I wasn't clear was, who are your users?
So our users are users who are driven about social topics, and also users who are community driven in nature.
So are they people who understand and know how to use blockchain in Web3?
So the platform is built on a Web3 website, but integrated on a blockchain ecosystem.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeannie. Alexander? Or,
yeah, sure.
Yes, go.
Look, I love the idea of having something there with a social purpose as well as what you're doing. And I also like the idea of verifying identity. I think that there'd be a lot less trolls if they weren't hidden behind a pseudonym. My question is, what's your plan for monetization? How will your business make money from building this platform?
That govern around the idea of a feature we call buying coffee, where users will be able to access expert advice immediately for 20-minute sessions, and they will be able to, instead of spending 20 to 30 minutes or an hour on Google searching for an answer, they'll be able to talk to a person and get that answer immediately.
Very interesting, thank you.
Great, and Gotham, over to you for final questions, feedback.
What is your ask? I think you missed your ask.
Can you please repeat the question again?
You ask.
Ask.
What do you want from?
Yep, our ask is, we have already built the MVP for the illFact. It's already launched on illFact.com. And at the moment we're working on the blockchain integration. Our ask is for an angel investor to come on board and to help us complete the development of BlockXD, which is the verification platform, and also help us to continue launching the whole platform of illFact moving forward. So the ask is 300,000 to 500,000 to hire expert within the blockchain domain.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Fawaz. You can now relax. Hopefully someone will make that offer in the chat. Let's see. Who knows? Who knows what happens in these chats? Sometimes you might have that magic connection in there. So thank you. Thank you very much. Sit back and relax. All right. We have got a lot of pitches to get through tonight. So let's get on to the next one. I'd like to welcome Bradley Ash from Fanscout. Bradley, just say hello. We can check your audio. Okay. Lovely to have you here. Yes, we certainly can. Off you go.
Awesome. Hi there. My name is Bradley Ash. I'm an IT consultant who's passionate about sports. I've labeled my idea as Fanscout, which I see as an improvement opportunity for talent identification in sport, which will aid many different stakeholders, including clubs, scouts, agents, sponsors, and many more. The idea initially focuses on football, or what some call soccer, where talent identification is predominantly based upon personal recommendations or statistics such as how many goals a player scored. Technology has changed scouting from a technical perspective, providing a wealth of statistical data, but statistics don't always show the whole picture. And that's why talent scouts still travel to games to review player recommendations or players who show promise based upon raw stats. The opportunity I see lies in harnessing the vast volume of fan opinions / ratings that are discussed every day. For example, I looked this up earlier. Yesterday, there was a game in Scotland that accumulated 25,000 tweets with fans expressing their opinions on both player and team performances. Fanscout is an application that allows fans to capture their opinions in the form of a scout report via 1 to 10 rating or via a more in-depth attribute report. Value is then provided by allowing stakeholders such as scouts and clubs the ability to proactively identify potential talent from both historical and real-time analysis of players around the globe, including trend analysis of up-and-coming players, i.e. who should I keep an eye on, who should I be going to report on, or who are the fans getting excited by. There are many other exciting prospects surrounding this idea that I can't squeeze into the 90 seconds, along with some specific challenges that need to be tackled. And what I'm really seeking is some business / startup experience on what is the correct path to take from here.
Well done, Bradley. Absolutely love it. Well articulated. Great pitch. All right, judges, over to you for some questions and feedback. Who would like to go first?
Yeah, sure. I'll have a go. Thank you very much for that. I'm a soccer man, not a football man, so we'll go with soccer. I suppose one question that I have is, so you mentioned it's a ranking system based upon social media, for example. How will you weed out the difference between popularity compared to the talent of the players? Or conversely, is that something that's attractive about the platform because a popular player might be attractive to clubs even if their talent could be developed later on? I might leave the question there. And second one is this something that you'll want to take to clubs in particular to monetize?
Sure. So a couple of questions there. So popularity is definitely something that's increasing in sport, especially for clubs and agents and sponsors, etc. Fans, their value comes in brand as well, not just performance. That's one aspect. The idea really is to actually move people away, if we can, or harness information from Twitter onto our platform where fans are actually going and putting in statistics or, a 1 to 10 rating and then analyzing that over time. So that's one of the challenges is fan engagement. And one thing I see there is that there's many different applications that a fan has to use to get all of their information. And if we can bring that into one place, that's how we get over that. Monetization, I actually see many different avenues with sponsorships, advertising for individual players. And the fact that there's so many stakeholders who are interested in this and the game is evolving just away from sports, agents, etc. I think there's many different avenues there.
Thank you.
Great answer. Gotham Juni, any feedback, comments?
Yeah, so I think it's a really cool idea, and I like the fact that you're thinking about in terms of popularity. So it's a 1 to 10 scale. Can people also comment on why they find that player talented?
Exactly, yeah. So there's many different ideas I've got in my head. One is a very simple rating, a 1 to 10 on the overall performance. For what I call football nerds, they might want to drill down into more specific statistics like rating a goalkeeper on their handling or shot stopping, distribution, etc. So that's one area, and comments is another avenue to think about, and it's that transition between, do we harness from Twitter or bring them into the application? Because I think the social side is very much a big part of the fan engagement. I see it as many people have these discussions down the pub every day or in the park, but they they vent their opinions via Twitter.
Thanks.
And Gotham, just over to you very quickly for a last comment.
Amazing page. Just out of curiosity, because most of the content or most of the ratings would be user generated, how do you want it to deal with the bias created between popularity and literal really being skillful? That bias, like, it can weigh out the entire skill really.
Yeah, it's a really good question. I think there's a couple of things I've thought about from that perspective is a sort of tiering system within Scout. So the more Scout reports you put in, the more reliable you are. Maybe you move up the tiers, you're more renowned than somebody who uses it less frequently. Other options might be somebody who's at the game might, their weighting might be more than somebody who's watching it on television, for example. So there's attributes there. And really, I see it as a tool to aid clubs and scouts. So in the future, the idea is that, if you're getting, 100,000 reviews, that gives you a very good, analysis on to give you an average rating and use those weightings to give you a more accurate prediction. For then somebody to say, okay, this is somebody who we should go and have a look at. And to add to that, finally, just is that I don't also see it just for football. I believe that this sort of idea crosses all different sports. Football's just what I know to start with.
Thank you so much. Maybe the cricket, that's been pretty big over here. Should we talk about that, Brad? Probably not. No. That's a definitive shake of the head. Love it. Well done. Well, thank you so much, Bradley. You can sit back and relax. We are going to head over to our next picture. I could see her waiting very patiently there. Cathrin, say hello. Let's check your audio.
Is it working?
It certainly is. Off you go. Your 90 seconds starts now.
Hi everyone, my name's Catherine Blickling and I'm from Wonderland Studios, where we are planning to build the first volume green screen studio here in Victoria. This is also known as a hybrid green screen studio. These studios allow us to do virtual productions, which means we can place actors into a 3D virtual environment as we film in a studio that is green. The virtual backgrounds can be photorealistic or stylized. As we're tracking the actors and the camera, they are able to move around the space as if they are actually in that virtual world. This saves both time and money and makes logistics so much easier. Major productions are using this technology, but are creating temporary makeshift studios, costing them time and money, around hundreds of thousands of dollars for each temporary studio that they are making up. Around the world, these studios are beginning to appear. And the BBC, for instance, love this way of working. They did their whole Tokyo Olympics broadcast in one of these volume green screen studios, filming in London, but making it look like they are in Tokyo. The demand is there, the technology is proven, although we are still working on the right recipe as it is so new. And that is exactly what we are working on at the moment. Once set up, the only limitation is one's imagination. Literally any world, any environment or building can be created. We will be allowing productions and commercials to save money and time and logistics. We will be keeping Australia on the map when it comes to TV and film. So far, we have invested $500,000 of time, equipment and money. And over 5 years, we will be investing another $2.5 million through the R&D tax initiative. We are asking, in order to make this happen, for another $1.5 million to be invested.
Cathrin, wow, well done. It was great, awesome pitch. I'm sure our judges have lots of questions for you. I can see Alex, I think you went first, Alexander, over to you.
Sure, congratulations. And you've obviously, well committed to this idea for having put in 500,000 so far. So congratulations. My question is on the actual, just understanding the concept itself. So you've created that green screen studio. My question goes to how scalable the model is. How many people can use the studio at the same time? Does one production take it for a month at a time? Can you have multiple customers? Like, how does this scale?
Yeah, of course. It really depends on the production. So like any soundstage, which is what we are building, except that we've got a green screen in it, it is only one production at a time. However, some productions might only want it for a day, whereas others will want it for months. Now, we have got two. This one's the 1.5 million pitch that I'm doing. We have got a bigger one as well, where we could potentially build up to 3 sound stages. The scalability is actually huge because we will customers then, if there's downtime, will you then be able to then put that out to other people so that it's constantly in use? Yes. And what we can also do, which is what's massive, is that we can, because it is a soundstage as well, if there is downtime, we can rent it out as a soundstage. And just to put things into perspective, Dockland Studios here in Melbourne are the only sound stages. Now, they are currently booked out for the next 5 years. So there is a lack of this in this state, and productions are trying to build more or do makeshift, come up with alternatives.
Amazing. God, I'm learning lots of new things. Thanks, Cathrin. Junie, would you like to, or Gotham, have you got any comments?
Yeah.
Sorry, we'll let Gotham go first, and then I'll go to Junie for final wrap up.
Well, congratulations, Cathrin. Like, you've spent over $500,000. Did you consider any IP, intellectual property, or trademarking your name, considering your brand name is Wonderland Studios? Like, how about trademarking? Is it still available here internationally or in the US if you wanted to move forward and raising $1.5 million?
Okay, I hope I understood this one correctly. Yes, Wonderland is a name that is so common. And Wonderland Studios Melbourne does not exist yet. We currently own a company called Wonderland TV, which is why we have created Wonderland Studios, and it is okay for here. But yeah, Wonderland is definitely very, very common.
Great. And Junie, over to you for a final comment, wrap up.
Yeah, I think it's just a comment. I think it would be quite valuable, especially with the pandemic and how events didn't end up, being able to run, being able to use 3D and virtual screening could be quite beneficial in the long run. So congrats. I hope it turns out really well for you.
Thank you very much. It's exactly how we started playing with it, was because of the pandemic. Yeah.
I love it. A positive story to come out of it, I think. We need to focus on the positive pandemic stories. Absolutely, 100%. Congratulations, Cathrin. Thank you so much for pitching. All right, let's go over to our next picture. We have Mike James. Mike, unmute, say hello.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, we can hear you. All right,
Good.
Your 90 seconds starts now.
All right. Yeah, so my name's Mike, and I'm the founder of Cashew Scheduling. We build really easy to use booking pages based off of your Gmail and Outlook accounts. You can set availability for the work week, and you can have various different event types. So you could have a 10-minute meeting, a 90-minute meeting, or a 2-hour or even a day-long meeting. The system in itself is really broad, and it's available for pretty much anybody that needs to automate their scheduling. So it could be used for meetings, it could be used for hot desks, it could be used for Silicon Beach, where you can have 50 attendees come and use the system to book in and get a Zoom link after the booking so that they can attend. And basically, this is all part of the large scheduling industry, which is quoted to be around $500 to $600 million right now, and predicted to be about 800 million in the next couple of years. There are quite a few products in this space. I plan for Cashew to be a very big player in this space in making it available pretty much to everyone, and also software engineers to make it extendable and build their own applications on top. Yeah, that's Cashew, and I got 5 seconds.
Well, efficient. We love it. Well done. And Gotham, you have unmuted. I reckon that's the quickest ever. Well done. You win on that front. Off you go. Ask your question.
Great pitch. So considering this industry is pretty populated, it's pretty tight, how do you plan to monetize on your platform? Because I can think of 10 platforms right out of the top of my head right now.
Yeah. There's a whole bunch, right? But from what I've been seeing in the market, there are only a few players which actually do it well, and I would say those 2 players are, you've obviously got Calendly, and then there's another product as well, which is also very good with overlaying other people's calendars on top. They're not much of a moat, so they're actually quite easy to kind of get on board and actually replicate those features. So I plan to kind of do this and keep iterating on features and finding a niche, finding various different niches to work on, and then grow it from there and then go on to the next niche. Yeah.
Sure. what is the first niche you wanted to start working on so that you can build that community around, and then you can start stacking multiple features on top of it?
Yeah, what is the first niche?
Yeah.
The first niche right now is actually one which I've been working with directly in Manly in Sydney. There's a little kayak center. So I'm looking to work with those guys to help them use it for booking out kayaks and supboards.
Great, thank you. Alexandra or Junie, any comments? Otherwise, we might start wrapping up the feedback. We have a lot of pictures to get through today, which is incredibly exciting. Any final comments?
I think it's great. It is a saturated space. Did you say it was built? And you know, my calendar is the most precious thing in the world, so I'm very protective of that. But it sounds like the opportunity is in micro bookings and group, bookings as well, bringing things together. Did you say it was built off the Gmail infrastructure?
It connects to Gmail, yeah, and and it can connect to Outlook as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fabulous, well done. Jenny, I might leave you just for the moment, but I'll start with you next time if you've got a better question, but we might head over. Congratulations. Thank you so much for the picture. You can sit back and relax, Mike. And we're going to head over to our next picture this evening. Adam Prince from Welldesk. Adam, are you there? Say hello.
I am. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me okay?
We sure can. Your pitch starts now. Off you go.
Welcome, everyone. Welldesk was created last year based on the back of some terrible news that we had as co-founders and being the CEO. A close friend of ours passed away due to suicide. We've created a holistic wellbeing platform that takes employees and any user through a curated system to get to a wellbeing plan, which is focused primarily on the individual to help them with their wellbeing goals and what they want to achieve as part of their wellbeing plan. This plan is curated with Susie Green, who's one of the leading positivity psychologists globally, and her team here in Sydney. So we're all about this curated wellbeing plan whereby we take the user through this journey, we connect them into products and services, which enables them to get the right amount of help and support that they need, which is badly lacking and sadly lacking in this space, particularly in the mental health space. So we take the users through a journey of going through an assessment to start off with. We take it, we then get the output to get to a wellbeing plan, and therefore then we then start to take the user on a journey of self-discovery, self-improvement, but most importantly, connection into the right providers. This service doesn't exist anywhere. A lot of people try and provide the service, particularly through EAP. But in an age where I guess employers are looking for that difference in their go-to-market for attracting employees, we believe this is going to be a massive difference. We've already got a pilot customer in Melbourne. We're looking to convert to 150 staff come April time, and we've had some real great examples and feedback from that pilot so far. We've had people convert their garages into gymnasiums. We've had people take up meditation. We've had people go and start to explore what wellbeing means to them. That's it.
Love it, Adam, and condolences. What horrible, horrific experience, but you're doing something positive. So absolutely 100% congratulations and kudos to all of you. Okay, judges, have we got Alexander? I think you've unmuted. Off you go.
Yeah. No, thank you very much, Adam, and you're working in a very important space. My question is on the fact that most people are very guarded with their mental health. So, in terms of how do you get people involved in the program? How do you get them to open up to this? And employers have EAP programs a lot, but they're not compulsory. Like, how can you help employers encourage people to take this up and benefit from it?
Well, I think good question. And I think, like I mentioned before, we've got the great resignation or the great rethink about what people are doing with their careers. We see this as a point of difference that employers can go and offer new employees into the business and existing employees within their business. But it's a change management activity that we need to take the company through with their users, build that trust. Our mentor / psychologist needs to build and will build that trust with the user. And I think it's for you guys on the call here, you've been probably through Change Management 101 many times, right? So we're taking people from one state of being to another. Now, just on EAP, they provide a service where they've got someone on the other end of the phone. They normally, Beyond Blue, Black Dog, those guys drop out of that process. We're taking them on the journey. 360 continual feedback, check-ins from our coaching resources, which sit behind the mentors. But yeah, very much a change management exercise to really show the value of how we can take them from their state of being to a new well-being state.
Great, thank you. And Junie, I'm going to head to you just if you'd like to have a quick comment before we move to the next picture.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing idea, especially in the suicide space. And I used to work in the suicide space. So one thing that I'm curious about is, so you said it's an app, right?
So at the moment we have an app for communication with the user, and we span code security, whereby we share wellbeing plans and communication back and forth. We are also creating a platform, a marketplace platform in the back end of wellbeing products and services. So I didn't want to mix the message up tonight because we do have two fundamental parts of our business, but yes, it is an app connecting into other technology in our marketplace. That's correct.
Okay. Yep. And does that have a safety plan?
Yeah, it's, what do you mean by safety plan? Sorry.
So a safety plan, just someone who, because you talk about suicide. So Beyond Blue has got safety plans as part of their app.
Yeah.
Do you have a safety plan before someone creates an individual plan?
I'll be real clear on this. We're not crisis care. Okay. We're not crisis care. So we have trained psychologists who will provide recommendations. We are a coaching mentoring service. So therefore, we haven't come across the need for a safety plan as such, we have connections into emergency services, which we'll connect the user into, if our psychologists are seeing signs that that's required. So if that's something that we need to have in place, of course, we'll get onto that immediately, actually. Yeah. But yeah, we're not positioning ourselves as crisis care. We thought we'd go down that path, but we're not. It's about taking the user at a certain point of time, basing from our assessment tool, which is going to be heavily focused on AI machine learning in the future, which will be a snapshot in time, and we'll work with those that output to then create this wellbeing plan, which focuses on recommendations and actions which are holistic, not just focused on clinical, but a whole plethora of options for the user. But thank you for that feedback. I'll need to look into that.
No worries.
Amazing. Adam, thank you so much. Awesome work, awesome pitch. And I love this. I love how we get all this information, richness and goodness of sharing between us all. Thank you. Sit back and relax. All right, over to our next picture. We have Mohinder from Liftish. Mohinder, please say hello. Let us know that your audio is working.
Hello. Hi, team.
Hello. Okay, welcome. Off you go. Your pitch starts now.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm a bit nervous today. This is my first pitch. So we all travel before pandemic, during pandemic, be it picking our kids from school, going to grocery, doing some mundane tasks, or actually going to work. So travel is very important component of our life. Now, when you travel, when you choose to travel, you always have two options, either to use the public transport or the private, but it's based on cost to travel versus convenience. Now, again, they have their own problems, tolls, fuel, and then personal time invested during travel. Seeing this problem, what we thought, why not use or tap the vacant seats in our car where people are traveling alone. So hence the idea of rideshare for Australian and UK market came. It's not a new idea. This is successfully implemented across geographies, and there are many successful, I would say, businesses or apps, platforms which are being used for that. So hence we have started building a product called Liftish, which is for the Australian and the UK market, where we don't see a direct competition of that scale. Currently, we are building the app. We'll go live somewhere in April. We have our website live, the beta version of the website launched. This app basically is for the people and by the people. That means it's not basically, driver and passenger. If I'm going to office, I'll pick someone along with me, and the driver will get his trip fuel cost covered, and passenger will get the luxury of a car without owning or without driving the car. So that's the idea which we are building upon. What we are looking here is an experienced investor who can add value by guiding us in the right direction and funds when required. Thank you.
Mohinder, well done. Congrats. Can we all give Mohinder I love first time pitches, and thank you so much for choosing to do your first pitch here with us at Silicon Beach. Congratulations. It is so nerve wracking. We've all been in that position, myself included. So congratulations. Well done. All right. Over to the judges for some feedback. Who would like to go first? Gotham, I'm going to call on you. Yep.
It's okay. Hi, Mohinder. Nice pitch. Congratulations on pitching for the first time.
Thank you.
Yes, because there are multiple providers in this space, and this space is overcrowded as well. If you had to choose one particular niche to start with, like a very specific niche that you're catering to only this section, and be helping these people move from A to B, who would that particular niche be?
So we have done that homework. That section of the people would be people going to office. Consider people traveling from southeast suburbs or western suburbs to the Melbourne city. Consider the toll, consider the parking price, consider the challenge you need to when you come out of the city. So that's the segment which we will target when we launch and when we go live.
Okay. Also a follow-up question on that. So we right now, we have no clarity when people would return to office for working, right? And that's a huge challenge. What is that immediate step or the first step you would take to convince people to get onto your service and travel to work?
I mean, yes, people like us who are I'm in IT, so people who have the luxury to work from home don't have to travel. But if I step outside, the roads are full. There are people still going out and working. There are essential workers. There are other people who has to travel. So roads are full. Traffic is there. Public transport usage is low. If you see the latest report through news and all, the actual congestion on the road is more compared to the pre-pandemic era. That means people on road are more. We need to, this product can not only help driver and passenger, it can help the government as well to reduce the congestion and thereby the investment on the roads and other facilities.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you. I might actually leave the judges' feedback from there for now, because we've still got a couple of pictures to go. I hope that's okay. But what we will do is we will get on to the next picture and we can ask questions in the chat. So we'll go from there. But thank you so much, Mohinder. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Your first picture's out. See, you'll never be as nervous again. All done. All right. So I would like to ask Suchita from OrbitBook. Troy Haines from iAMconnected. Sorry, Suchita, you are up next. Troy, would you like to unmute and say hello?
Hey guys.
Sorry, Troy. Okay, your 90 seconds starts now. Off you go.
If you listen to the world's leading futurist and technology expert, Ray Kurzweil, you believe that around 2045, we're heading towards a technological singularity where the intelligence and the speed of technological growth accelerates in unimaginable ways towards infinity. Not since the original singularity, the Big Bang, 13.8 billion years ago, have we had the opportunity to experience a singularity. Technological innovation is already trending up an exponential curve as we move into a world of digitization. All you need to do is look at some of the largest market cap companies in the world, and we see Meta with the metaverse, Oculus, Microsoft with HoloLens, Google with DeepMind, Elon Musk with his Neuralink, among so many others, to see that we are a long way up the exponential curve of the digitization of humanity, and at the end of the exponential curve for the realization of infinity. iAMconnected is a proprietary platform that our team have developed, which congregates an individual's key well-being and performance data from various wearable technologies as a means to support them across the well-being spectrum, from mental and physical health to well-being, to human performance, to human potential, to potential beyond human. Integration with Web3 looks like creating a DAO to guide decision-making and raise capital, a token to reward community members, NFTs to create value and raise capital. Our initial target audience have an interest in well-being and performance optimization, including meditation, sleep optimization, supplementation, psychedelics, diet, exercise, productivity hacks, wearable tech, and data sovereignty. We have an MVP platform developed with paying customers. We need others who are passionate about our vision to join our cause, to help build our infrastructure, grow our community, and iterate upon our already established digital assets so that every day between now and when the singularity comes, we are unlocking ever-increasing means to realize our greatest potential individually and collectively. Are you in?
Oh, Troy, congratulations. Great pitch. Great pitch. And poor Jeanette there was doing that bell. Did go a little bit over, but hey, we were all enthralled on that. Thank you thank you so much. All right, we've got just time for one judge's feedback. Quick question. Who would like to go? Alex, you did it.
I've opened up. I was quiet on the last one. So it looks like a great amount of success will come to you from building a community who's in on your vision and what you're looking for. I suppose ultimately what you're doing is aggregating data from all these different places and sharing that around. Is that the ultimate goal of what you're trying to achieve? Just narrow that in, that focus for me.
Yeah, so for sure. So it's helping support someone individually to understand their data and optimize their well-being and performance based on their data. But then through and this is where Web3 comes in, through their willingness to contribute their data to the bigger whole, then they would be rewarded through digital assets through Web3, whether it's NFTs or tokens or so forth. So it's really that journey between, like, individually we can realize so much to become what we're meant to become, but then as we do that as a collective, well, then we're going to create something that we probably can't even imagine right now.
Thanks.
Oh, love it. Please keep, Troy, we'll finish it there for your pitch with feedback, but please put your questions in there for Troy, ask him some questions and chat. We've put your details in there as well. Troy, brilliant pitch. Thank you so much for joining us. Appreciate it. All right, we are heading over to our next pitcher, Suchita from OrbitBook. Say hello.
Hello, thank you, Keryn. So
hello. Yes, we can hear you. Your pitching time starts now.
Okay, thank you. So hi, everyone. So I was just experimenting and I realized that people like dancers, musicians, grooming artists, they don't have a dedicated platform to basically post their services and also find students. So the thing is, like, they have to go on Facebook, Instagram, but there's no dedicated platform. And same goes for talent seekers as well. There is no dedicated platform where they can, if you're looking for services, like, for example, a grooming artist, or you're looking to learn grooming. So I was like, why not create a platform that can basically get these two people together? Also, there are a lot of mentoring platform coming online that provides you mentoring on IT, marketing, but they're not such enough platform to provide you mentoring on dance, music, sports, and other things like this. So I'm just trying to curate all of these services and also have social media in it. So if I'm interested in dance and you are interested in dance as well, we can basically connect with each other and learn more about it, on how to grow, basically join classes together and stuff, so on. So this is the basic idea of the platform that I'm trying to create. The UI is ready. The development has started as well. So yeah, just need help with the development. And we have done a lot of market validation, have spoken to sellers and buyers, have understood their interest, and have tried to create a lot of these things in the platform. So I think, yeah, that's it. And questions. Thank you.
Well done, Suchita. Love it. Thank you. Great pitch. Okay. Who would judges? Quick comments from you. Junie, over to you.
Hey, really great pitch. I think it's quite interesting to have a mentoring platform for artists. You talked about having UI and development part of it. So what is the main experience that an artist will get on your platform?
So if you're looking to post your service or your post, and let's take an example of a grooming artist. So basically you can go and post, hey, I'm providing, beautician services, and you can basically post your services. And if I'm looking to buy those services, I can go and buy those services as well. We're giving an option to provide which dates you're available. So we have different functionalities where you can provide which days you're available, timing, and also how much you charge for those services. There can be some to and fro communication as well, in case if there is some discrimination, there is discrepancies on the timings and dates and everything. So we can, of course, get into a communication into that as well. And yeah, so right now I'm targeting to start with 5-6 popular categories, which includes grooming, music, dance, handicrafts, and then probably include more of these things.
Thanks. Yeah. Love it. Well done, Suchita. You can sit and relax. You've been your grilling's over. Well done. Congratulations. Thank you. And I would like to head over to the next picture. I've got Jack Dwyer. Jack, I've got you registered twice, so I'm just hoping that I messaged the right one. Are you ready to pitch? Are you there?
Yes. Hey, Karen, how are
hello.
you?
Hi, Jack.
So I'm just in the middle of bath time with my 4-week-old baby Olympia. So that's why it's a bit all over the shop here, but Jack, really excited to pitch.
Best entry to a pitch ever. Congratulations. Okay, so I'm going to let you, are you ready to go now? Or I can actually call someone else if you'd just like a moment.
No. Let's do it, please. So everyone else has smashed it. So it's been really exciting to listen to everyone else. What we do is we are building Tinder for asset management. But instead of seeing someone's face, a user will see a stat or a fact or a video from around the world with a jargon-free insight. So finance, most of us have never learned at school or university, and we've tried to bring in themes from around the world focused on the green economy, technology, Asia, and healthcare in a way that's easy to understand. Because by 2030, 70% of the world's population will be millennial and Gen Z, and they will be the beneficiaries of the largest intergenerational wealth transfer in history. Yet most of us don't know where to put our money. So we've tried to take our global insights. I previously worked for George Soros, investing globally across asset classes, and translate that to a technical solution. We first started investing for clients about 18 months ago. We've delivered a 20% return, and we're looking to take this out to anyone, irrespective of their budget. We've got a team. Where we need help is on the tech side. We're not developers, we're investors. So great to be there, and I'll leave it there. Thank you.
Well done, Jack. I think you're getting some lovely comments and feedback in there about your presenting skills. And you're a dad. Oh, God, so cute. Love that. Okay, judges, who wants to come in first? Let's have a, oh, yep, go Gotham. Off to you. Over to your question.
Jack, I'm very interested in this. Is there any Web3 application of this where I can rent my asset out on the metaverse?
Yeah, so we're looking to turn our themes and ideas, whether it's 3D printing, drones, plant-based foods, into NFTs that investors in the fund will have carry in. So they will get potential carry in those assets, and they will be sort of embedded value for a unit holder. So we're trying to build a community around that as well. So we're exploring that in great detail, Gotham. And then we're speaking with some of the largest platforms in the world, like Roblox, to build financial education on their system in a way that's easy for anyone to understand.
Great, that would be amazing. I can actually do a lot of real estate work in the metaverse.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I love it. And we might have time just for one more judge to get some feedback. Our last pitcher's actually left the room. So any final comments from our judges? Alex?
Yeah, so is the idea as well to enable people to do micro investing as well and to invest on their behalf, or is it more on the the physical or the NFT, the metaverse side of things? Is there an advice component?
No, so Alex, we are fully regulated with an AFSL, fully compliant. We don't do micro investing. We will, if someone entrusts us with, say, $10,000, we will select the portfolio of global companies, 20 to 30 companies that we think reflect those that will be the global champions of tomorrow. So for example, our team were at a 3D printing factory all day today looking for an investment opportunity with a specific company. So that's our background, that's our experience. Not everyone wants to invest themselves, or they don't have the confidence or the time, so they can entrust us with their capital, and we have that fiduciary duty. And we also invest with an ESG bias. So there's no fossil fuels, no gambling, no tobacco, etc. So we're very different to the technological platforms out there that provide the ability for someone to execute. we do that for people, but we also empower them with the educational component, which we don't think exists.
Okay, and sorry, just a further, people don't need to be sophisticated investors in order to invest with you?
That's right. So we've, the regulatory landscape in this country is extensive, and that's rightly so, because you're dealing with people's life savings. We are launching this, what's known as a retail product, hopefully on April 1st. So we're just going through that whole, we've got the AFSL, but we're broadening it so it doesn't require the sophisticated investor. So the minimum investment will be $10,000, and over time we hope to reduce that to much lower, subject to regulatory approvals.
Incredible. Well, what a way to end our formal pitching component of tonight. Jack, that was just incredible. Thank you so much. We are now, Jack, you can go back into bathing duties, but stay on the breakout rooms, because what we're about to do now is we are all going to head into some breakout rooms. Judges, you'll stay with myself and David. But this just gives you a real opportunity, if you've got a pitcher in the room, to ask them more questions, get them talking about their product, share a little bit about your startup and business, and really do some connecting. We will head back here around about in the next sort of 15, 20 minutes or so, and we'll be announcing the prize winners. So please stay with us, have some great networking, and we will see you very, very soon. Bye, everyone. Everyone, welcome back. I hope you had some fun, and I hope there was some good chat happening in the rooms that you were in. We're doing something a little bit different. Before we announce the prizes, I'm going to throw to Rikin to do his 90-second pitch. I'm so sorry, Rikin, for the confusion that we didn't have you on the list. But are you ready to go? And yeah. All right, everybody. Over to you. Please start your 90-second pitch right now.
Yeah, so this is going to be my first time.
Good luck.
Good luck. Now, my app is called Waving Hand. Now, Waving Hand for centuries ago, it was used to grab attention, right? Whenever like tribes and people, the first action you do when you want to grab an attention is you wave a hand. Basically, when you're in a roadside assistance situation, your car has broken down or your tire has gone flat, you normally Google the number of a service provider, call them up and say, hey, this is my membership number, this is who I am, this is where I'm stuck. Now, this is an old school and very, or should I say, it's not a very productive way to do. This app basically does the same job in less than 1 second, or maybe 2. You open the app, you press a button, and you're done. Your GPS location, your name, your membership number, which car you're driving, everything has been sent to the server. From there, it's digitized. It can be sent to the local subcontractor, and that person would be there in less than 5 minutes. From a client side of it, it's a really good convenience, because you could be an old lady, or you could be in a situation where you can't remember the number, your membership number, or forget about that, you don't even remember the call center number, you normally Google it. Everything is saved. From the company side of it, they say they would save nearly 200 to 300,000 because you don't have a call center, no employees. Eventually, in 6 months, you can reduce your call center expense by nearly half. And the beautiful thing is everything is digitized from the source. So when your signal is sent, everything is sent, like your name, membership number, your GPS location, which car you're driving, and you can even text a little message that, you know, I had an accident, or my tire is flat, or the battery is flat, or whatever. The app is almost done. The UI is done. We are launching it somewhere in April. I have a big meeting with the Northern Territory's biggest service provider, which is called AANT. And the CEO of AANT has agreed to meet me on the 9th of this February to pitch.
Awesome.
Rikin, thank you so much. And sorry again about the confusion. We'll all clap you.
No,
please come back again. And this is a shout out to anyone that's in the audience or who's pitched tonight. We love returning pitches. So come back and pitch again. And this is what this environment is. It's a nice, safe place. Particularly congratulations on your first pitch that you're doing here. Please pop all your details in the chat so people can reach out to you as well and connect with you, which would be wonderful.
Any questions?
Well, we might leave it there because we are running out of time.
Okay.
But if anyone has any questions, please pop in the chat and you can correspond with them there. Thanks so much, Rikin. Thank you. All right, we are into the final couple of minutes of tonight's proceedings. So I'm going to ask the judges now to make the all-important announcements about prize winners. So, Junie, I'm going to head over to you first. Who's the lucky winner of your prize?
Yes, well done to everyone who pitched tonight. There were some amazing ideas. I'm a millennial, and I felt that Jack Dwyer's business idea was very close to my heart, simply because as a millennial myself, I've gone through different avenues of finance and trying to understand that world. And I think it would be quite beneficial to really understand what would drive millennials and Gen Zs to actually, get into asset management. So I'll be offering that 90-minute workshop just so that we can really understand how your users would be benefiting from it. So congratulations.
Congratulations, Jack. Well done.
Thank you so much.
Oh,
Thank you.
Baby.
Olympia's sorry having a meltdown, so I might just go back on mute, but thank you so much.
Congratulations. Congratulations. And for the prize winners, please note that you will get an email. It will be coming from me, karen.finch@legally.yours.com.au. So look out for it. Check your junk folder if it ends in there. And I will be connecting you with with the judge to give out that prize. So please look out for that. Jack, yours has already been sent. So check your emails. Thank you so much, Ginny. Thanks for being an incredible judge as well. Alexander, over to you. Let us know your lucky prize winner.
Thanks very much. Everyone was great. My honourable mentions, I thought the idea behind Fanscout was amazing, and there's plenty there. Everybody who was talking about DAOs, NFTs, it's not my space and not my expertise, but I wish you all the best in what you're doing. The person that I've selected tonight is Keryn from REsupix. I thought that your pitch was amazing. I deal with resumes all the time, and I really think that that is a space that can be revolutionized and done better and made much more personal to make the employment experience much better. So because you've already done an MVP grant, you might already have a business plan in place, but I'm sure that we can work out something to help you develop your ideas and work on that business model.
Oh, that'd be good. Great. Thank you so much, Alexander. I really appreciate that. That's great. Thanks.
Oh, congratulations, Keryn. Fantastic. Well done. And Gotham, last but not least, let us know who your lucky prize winner is.
Amazing pitches, everybody. Like honorable mentions to Bradley, Cathrin, Jack, and Suchita. Loved all of your pitches, but I would love to work with Mike James from Cashew. Like I really see a lot of opportunity in micro scheduling and community-based scheduling if done right. That's a pretty big business in the world right now. We are living and moving forward to the world we're walking into. So I would love to pass on my gift to Mike James, and if there's an opportunity, work together.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Look forward to reading your book.
Incredible. Congratulations. Well, congratulations to Mike, Keryn, and to Jack, but congratulations to every single one of you who pitched. They were phenomenal, particularly those, Mohinder and Rikin, who's pitched for the first time. This is what we love about this night. This is your safe, comfortable space to come in and get your ideas out into the open and share with all of us here. So thank you so much. Thank you again to our incredible judges, Junie, and to Alexander and to Gotham. You make the night with your feedback and all your questions. So thank you so much for those incredible prizes. That is enough from me. My name is Karen Finch. I'm from Legally Yours. David, I'm going to hand over to you to let us know of any announcements and to officially end the evening.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Keryn, for an awesome event. One more time, the first one in 2022. After the pitch night is before the pitch night. The registration form is open. The link is in the chat. So if you caught fire today, you can register for the 3rd of March already. In the meantime, we have some more events coming up. We have our friends from the Algorand Foundation having an event coming up next Tuesday online. So you want to become a blockchain developer. There are great opportunities in the tech world for career changes at the moment. So have a look at that event. Our beloved friend and sales expert, KJ, is part of a panel of a Ultimate Sales Summit, which is happening at the 10th of February. And then we have Junie, our judge here. Junie, you're having an event with us at the 16th of February. Want to tell the people about it?
Yes. So on the 16th of February, I have this webinar where I'm helping you to understand why it's so important to have UX, because every dollar you spend on your user experience gets you back $100 back into your pockets. And that also means that you're creating and you're driving customer loyalty from the beginning. And it means as well that you're creating a better and successful startup. So think about what Silicon Valley has done so far. A lot of the tech platforms, tech businesses have integrated UX. So it's really good if you really want to understand and unpack and what UX is and how it can help for your business. Thanks.
Awesome. Looking forward to all those events, especially to yours, Juni. I will definitely be there and learn how to update and optimize the website experience for our community. Thanks, Keryn. Thanks to all the judges, Juni, Alex, and Gotham. And thanks to all the pitchers and everyone in the audience. See you soon again. Bye-bye.